medication that's gone viral for helping Americans with diabetes and losing weight seems to also be helping people curb their alcohol cravings. Ozempic, the popular weight loss drug, has the active ingredient of semaglutide, which helps regulate your blood sugar and makes you feel satisfied after eating. Now, people taking weight loss drugs with that ingredient are reporting less urges to drinking alcohol, using nicotine, even opioids. Dr. Lorenzo Leggio joins me now. He's a clinical director at the National Institute of Health. Dr. Leggio, thank you so much for your time today. So we know that this active ingredient in these weight loss drugs or diabetes drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy is called semaglutide. Can you explain the effect that semaglutide might have on the body and the brain?
Sure, thanks for having me. So, semaglutide is a medication that works in our body by controlling the sugar in our body, but also semaglutide does reduce food intake by reducing appetite. And now we started to see some potential evidence that the semaglutide may also reduce the craving for alcohol and possibly for addicted drugs, in addition to its role in controlling sugar and the food intake.
But how is it working exactly? I mean, how does it affect the change to people's reactions to alcohol or maybe even potentially other addictive activities like gambling, if you will?
Right, right. So semaglutide is working in the brain. And by working in the brain, is acting on some brain regions that we have that are responsible for the maintenance and for the development of addiction. So by working in the brain, semaglutide is reducing the craving for alcohol, possibly by acting on some parts of our brain that are responsible both for the pathological overeating, as we say sometimes in biomedical research, but also that are responsible for addictive disorders such as addiction to alcohol and addiction to drugs.
What does the research show you, doctor? I mean, is there enough research out there to show you that Ozempic and similar types of medications actually cause the decline in drinking alcohol and could be used to curb alcoholic cravings?
Right, great question. So we do have a solid evidence at the preclinical level. So working in animal models that resemble human behavior related to addiction. And in these animal models, we see that compared to what we call placebo, semaglutide is reducing alcohol drinking in these models of excessive alcohol consumption. But it's very important to know for the public that we do not have human evidence. Actually, now we do have both my group and other people. We are conducting clinical studies to test whether semaglutide may help people. And we do hope so, but it's very important to wait for the results of these clinical studies. There are some anecdotal reports. Some people taking semaglutide for weight loss of diabetes, they say, oh, I feel that I don't want to drink alcohol any longer. So these anecdotal reports are definitely promising, but it's also very important to wait for the results of these clinical studies.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that the clinical studies are being done right now, um, but are there any risks involved if you're taking a semaglutide to curb cravings, alcohol cravings, if you will? Are you at risk for health complications?
So semaglutide, and this is a great question, semaglutide is used in clinical practice for diabetes and for obesity. So we do know that these are safe medications, generally speaking. However, as you start to use a medication with a different population, it's going to be very important to make sure that there are no safety concerns that we are not aware of. So, in fact, as we are launching these new clinical studies to look at semaglutide in people with alcohol use disorder, we are going to monitor carefully both alcohol drinking, but also the safety of these medications. So, I would say we do not have any serious concern, but it's also very important to wait for the results of these studies to make sure that when given to this population, semaglutide remains as safe as we think it is.
All right, we'll continue to wait for those clinical studies and the results. Dr. Lorenzo Leggio, Clinical Director at the National Institute of Health. Doctor, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.